Have you ever looked at your bank account and just wondered, where did it all go? You work hard, you earn a decent living, but it feels like you're always running on empty. Well, it's a super modern problem, but the solution might just be hiding in the wealthiest city of the ancient world. So today, we're going to crack open the timeless financial secrets of Babylon.
Okay, so let's set the scene. We're in ancient Babylon, and we meet a guy named Bansir. Now, Bansir is the best chariot maker in the entire city. He's skilled, he's always busy, he should be rolling in it. But instead, he's just sitting there, totally stumped by one simple, incredibly frustrating problem.
And that's what he says to his friend, Kobe the musician. I mean, just feel the frustration in that. They both work their tails off, they earn good money, but at the end of the day, they have absolutely nothing to show for it. They see all this incredible wealth around them in Babylon, but it feels like it's a million miles away. And that feeling, that rebellion against an empty purse, I think we can all relate to that.
So this really frames the big question, right? On one hand, you've got Bansir, he's a craftsman, he's respected, he works hard. And on the other hand, you've got his old friend Arkad, who is literally the richest man in all of Babylon. So why? Why was one guy struggling so much while the other, who started with pretty much the same shot in life, had a purse that was always overflowing?
And here is where everything changes. Bansir and Kobe have this light bulb moment. They realize it's not some fickle fate or bad luck that's keeping them poor. It's simpler than that. It's a lack of knowledge. So they decide, okay, enough is enough. They stop hoping for a lucky break and go straight to the source, their friend Arkad, to beg him for his secrets.
And Arkad's story is where we find the answer. You see, he wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth, not at all. He started out as a humble scribe, and he learned a single foundational secret from a wealthy moneylender. And that one secret? It became the bedrock of his entire fortune.
Back in his younger days, Arkad was in the exact same boat as Bansir. He was working these crazy long hours, carving into clay tablets, but after he paid for food and rent and everything else, poof, nothing was left. It felt like every coin he earned just vanished into thin air.
So one day, this rich moneylender, a guy named Algamish, comes to him. He needs a copy of a law, and he needs it done by morning. Arkad, seeing a shot, makes this incredible, desperate bargain. He tells him, I will work all night long to get this done for you, but in exchange, you have to teach me how to get rich. And Algamish, he actually agrees. So Arkad works through the entire night. I mean, his back is aching, his head is pounding, but he gets it done. By sunrise, the tablets are finished. He held up his end of the deal. So after all that, what was this huge, life-changing secret that Algamish shared with him?
This was it. So simple, but so profound. Arkad was totally confused. He asks, but isn't all that I earn mine to keep? And Algamish's answer is just brilliant. He says, far from it. You pay the garment maker, you pay the sandal maker, you pay for the food you eat, you pay everyone but yourself.
And that amazing insight, that little shift in thinking, well, it leads us directly to the first, and maybe the most important law for building a fat purse. This isn't just an idea, it's something you have to do.
And the rule is so simple. For every 10 coins that come into your hands, you keep at least one for yourself. And listen, this is not your fun money for later. No, this is the seed. This is the seed from which the tree of your wealth is going to grow, a minimum of 10%.
So how do you do it? Simple. You pay yourself first. Before you pay your rent, before you buy groceries, before any other bill gets a look in, you take that 10% and you put it away for yourself. And you know what Arkad found? He got by just fine on the other 90%. He barely even noticed it was gone.
And here's the promise that comes with it. The second you start doing this, your purse, your savings account, it immediately starts to get fatter. And there's this incredible feeling you get, owning a treasure that is all yours. It actually motivates you to go out and earn even more.
But saving is just the first step. It's only the beginning. I mean, having a full purse is great, but a stagnant pile of gold just sitting there isn't really the goal, is it? The second law is all about putting that treasure to work for you.
So a year goes by, and Algamish comes back to check on Arkad. Arkad's super proud of himself. He's faithfully saved his 10%, and he even invested it. When Algamish asks what he did with the profits, Arkad boasts that he threw big feasts and bought himself a fancy new tunic. And this was Algamish's sharp reply. Ouch.
And this is where we get this incredible metaphor. Think of it like this. Every single coin you save is a worker, a little golden slave that has to labor for you. The income it produces, those are its children. Now, if you spend the children, you're literally eating your future army. The goal is to put the children and then their children to work for you too.
And this is where you really see the magic of compounding kick in. At first, it's just your original savings, your workers laboring for you. But soon, their earnings join them. And over time, you create this ever-growing army, a continuous stream of wealth that flows into your purse whether you're working or not.
Okay, so you're paying yourself first. Check. You're making your gold work for you. Check. But, and this is a big but, there is a huge danger here. You could lose it all. And that brings us to the third law, which is all about protecting your growing treasure.
And trust me, Arkad learned this one the hard way. His very first investment was a total disaster. He gave all his savings to a brickmaker friend who was traveling abroad, and he asked him to buy rare jewels. What's the problem? The brickmaker didn't know the first thing about jewels and got totally scammed, buying worthless bits of glass. The whole investment just gone.
So the lesson here is pretty obvious, right? Don't trust a brickmaker's knowledge of jewels. You wouldn't go to a baker to ask about the stars, you'd go to an astronomer. It's the same thing with your money. When it comes to investing your treasure, you only seek out and listen to advice from people who are experienced and successful in handling it.
What's so wild is just how relevant these simple laws still are thousands of years later. Sure, we've swapped out clay tablets for spreadsheets and heavy purses for savings apps, but the fundamental principles, the basic math of wealth, it hasn't changed one bit.
And that brings us right back to where we started, with the question that started it all. So I'll ask you, think about your last paycheck. After you paid your landlord, the credit card company, the grocery store, after everyone else got their cut, what part of what you earned did you truly keep for yourself? The answer to that question, as the richest man at Babylon found out, makes all the difference in the world.